everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a team that can really move the ball. The Seahawks lead the league in first downs, and they'll be up against the Niners defense that will be fighting hard to quickly get off the field.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
And an alley to run. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Cousins on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Baldwin goes in motion right. In motion left is Baldwin. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they try the right side here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. It's Cousins on the sneak, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. A very lengty opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. On the ground, Rawls. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Keith Mumphrey, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the '49ers in control of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. First throw now for the backup, Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Keith Mumphrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Extra point try now for Succop. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll They'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion right, Garcon. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, look at that. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holloway, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Cousins now on second down. It's caught outright by Graham. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down, Cousins. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Cousins now to throw on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play fake. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A final shot before half for Bortles. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Defense showing blitz. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Play clock winding down. And now here's a carry heading left. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, now Bortles. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Keith Mumphrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cam Chancellor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Whoa! It still won't go down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top run to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And that'll be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and goal for Cousins. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw is Cousins. Baldwin with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He finds his man, Baldwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They run the counter now on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Smith catches left side. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right near the 27. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Second down now after the pass completion. Bortles going to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Torrey Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Flush to his right, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead, it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. And getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Cousins here to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tease Tabor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Bortles throwing on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
who's
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive.